Hi guys and welcome back. So as you can see we've got a shiny new logo and a new look, so thank you so much to Wes for that, who did it for me, because I am utterly useless at design stuff. I honestly think I might have been born in a different century and just got somehow moved into this one. Talking about 9th edition, this is the new edition. It's going to be good, I'm excited. I think 8th edition has been fantastic. It's been a really good time for the game. Lots of people have joined as well, and we've got a really growing, thriving community, which is great to see. But it is time for a new edition. I think 8th edition has run its course with the amount of different FAQs, all of the little janky things that we need to kind of have an update for. It is time to kind of take stock, start again to a certain extent, and try and maybe rebalance a few things in the game too. Now, we've found out a few things. Primaris are getting their melee marines, which means, of course, for us that the rules dynamic will change a little bit, more focused on melee, which can only be a positive thing for us. We've heard that there are going to be changes in terms of how the army makeup works and how we get CP and a few other things as well. So there's quite a few little things that are changing, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I don't know about you guys, but I just want to see what they come up with. Definitely looking forward to seeing what they do with the new rules, and it's always fun to learn something new, to really kind of take stock of everything as well, and to kind of work towards that. So this is kind of, with this video at this time, I guess the main thing that we're looking at is how to prepare for a new edition. Because with our faction, it is significantly easier for us than it is for a lot of factions out there. This is where having very few units kind of plays to our strength, because there's not a huge amount that you would necessarily have to add. So depending on the way in which the rules work, it might be that, you know, Void Weavers come back into fashion. It might be that particular weapons become slightly more effective. But ideally, if you've got your 2,000 points of 8th edition Harlequins already built, painted, sorted, all the rest of it, you're probably not going to need a huge amount more. So what I'm actually looking at personally is I've taken stock of everything that I have. I've looked at everything that I still want to repaint, because, as I've said, I'm repainting my entire collection, and I'm trying to get a little bit of everything. So I've got my 3 main troops. I do have some others that I kind of kit bash together out of others, but I think I will probably be buying some more troops just to give myself more weapons options. They, however, won't be built, but I'm probably going to buy them before the price increase, and then have them lying around until I work out what's next. I've got, at the moment, quite a few characters. So I have 2 Troop Masters. I'm about to go and buy another Shadow Seer, so I will have all 3 that I can potentially field. I'm going back down to my 12 bikes, because I don't know exactly what's going to happen with things like grenades, with the Star Bolus, all of these kind of things. And I do have 3 Void Weavers that I'm painting up, because I was going to build this brigade based around 8th edition, but by the looks of it, given the COVID-19 situation, it's very unlikely that I'm going to get more than 1 or 2 games in, and I'm certainly not going to get a tournament in by the time the 9th edition drops. So I think it's an exciting time as well, just to kind of look back at your collection, work out what it is that you have and what it is that you kind of want to build on. I would say at this point it's great for all of you guys who magnetize, because obviously you can swap your weapons options around as you please. You can swap around anything that you'd like. For many of us, however, me included, magnetization is something that I don't have the time for. You know, I think it's a fantastic option, but honestly, I end up buying more troops or more whatever it is, so that I have those options instead. Simply because I find magnetization a bit fiddly. I can't be bothered to do it. I get too excited when I open a new box of toys and build it as soon as I can, because I'm like a child in a toy store. A slightly older, larger child in essentially an adult toy store. So it doesn't really make sense for me. So I will be looking at those things. But I think having a good range of the units that we have available is going to be definitely a benefit when we start looking at a new edition. And of course, with a new edition, we have heard we are eventually going to get a new codex. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think our codex has been fantastic. It's really been the codex that has made me fall in love with this faction. Now it's time to push our storyline a little bit further, see where we're at in the main story arc, and I hope to see a bit more of a redress and a balance between our units, because we don't have all that many units. And sorry guys, I'd love to see a range expansion for us. It would be fantastic to see some new units. However, we are, not the highest selling army out there, and so it is quite unlikely that Games Workshop is going to expand us much. Maybe we'll see, 1 or 2, 3 new units for the Harlequins, and I'd be well behind that. If we don't, however, that means that we have fewer units that we need to necessarily add to our current collections, and it means that we can basically already be raring, ready to go for the new codex. What I hope to see is balance within our units. We have very few units, 8 units in the book really, and maybe they say they're going to redress the terrain rules, so maybe the Webway Gate is actually going to be worth it now. Who knows? What I'd love to see as well is like a slight rebalancing of the weapons options as well, make the Neuro Disruptor great again kind of thing. Like, it would be great if that thing was not just a weak version of the fusion pistol. Who knows, but it's exciting stuff. We will see what happens. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. What would you like to see moving forward into 9th edition with the Harlequins, with a new codex? What is it that you would like to get out of this new edition? Right, thank you very much guys. Short and sweet today, just going through a few of my hopes for the future and how I'm starting to kind of prepare already for 9th edition. Right, see you all next time. Bye for now.